Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. It's Jordan here. So I just opened up some space in the Lego City, not a bunch, but we've got some space for some more modular buildings. I also went to the Lego store last week and we got like a bunch of nougat parts, so we'll be able to create a really cool nougat base colored building for the city. I think it's going to be like nougat and black. I think those two colors really contrast well with each other. But I was thinking to myself, what other projects do we have to work on here in the Lego room? I mean, we've got the amusement park, and we need to start doing some tiling in there to make it look a little bit more complete. And we just freed up, I think it was 3 or 4 roads in the city, so I was able to take the tiles off of those, and I'll be able to use those tiles in the amusement park, so that's good. And then I've got the nougat modular building that I want to build. I'm not sure if that's going to go in the city or if it's going to go in the amusement park, because we've got to build 2 custom modular buildings for over there as well. I don't know if nougat's going to be the right color. If I do use a nougat modular building in the amusement park, I think there's got to be something a little bit more colorful as well. But then I got thinking to myself, after building a new Creator 3-in-1 set, which is currently on my desk over here. Well, the box of it is. I just built this Creator 3-in-1 set, right? I can't show you that in this video because it's still under review embargo, but after building that, I was like, wait a minute. There's like 3 more 3-in-1 buildings that I still have to modularize, and they're over there on the beach, so I should probably prepare for that. So this one here is called Main Street. The build of it is really neat, but the buildings are actually quite small. Like I said, I can't show you the actual thing right now, but some of these buildings are really small, and they definitely need some work, either by acquiring another set or just by getting a bunch of pieces that sort of match the colors of this so you can actually complete them. And that's how I want to treat Creator 3-in-1 sets, and I think that's sort of how they're supposed to be treated. You're supposed to take these things and sort of finish them off and put them in your city, in my opinion. I mean, what else are you really gonna do with this, right? As you can see, there's 3 options. When I review it, I'm just gonna have it in the main option, but this might be tailored to fit in my city somewhere, because we've got some modular buildings, and I think that one there is pretty neat. It's a hotel and a music store and also a little cafe, but like I said, I definitely think it needs some work. So on the beach here, there's actually 6 sets altogether, and I've got 3 of them completed in a modular style build. So this is the Bike Shop Cafe. It was like a 2-part one. As you can see, it just looks so much better when it's got a full back compared to these smaller ones, which aren't complete. Then there's also a deli right here, which I turned into a candy store, I think it is. And then this one here, which is a grocery store / toy store. And then they have like the little apartments on top. So we've got another toy store here. So I've got to modularize that one there. And then we also have this one, which is like a little surf shop. So I want to create a surf / skate shop out of this one. And then I just want to supersize this toy shop and have a nice toy shop in and amongst this beach boardwalk here. And I just think that'll look great. I've been trying to find an additional noodle shop on sale, but I've just struck out in that regard. But I do have the Surfer Beach House and also the Townhouse Toy Store. So the first thing I did was crack open that box there, dump out all the pieces, grab some part bins, throw them on my desk there, make a huge mess. Is there any other way of doing this? I honestly don't think there is. I make a huge mess every time I build. But this is the ground floor of our surf / skate shop, stuck with the sort of neutral colors there of dark orange on the base, and then nougat, and then brown on the top. I added 2 layers of brick height because this used to just be capped off after the window, so I added another layer of nougat bricks, and then I also added the layer of reddish brown slopes as well. I've got the lights on either side of that window there, and there's also matching lights over here as well on either side of the window and door. I guess that should be capped off like that there. Then there's the other door right there. A very colorful wall on this side here, just based on what parts I have. So we've got door right here, which is actually right from the boardwalk, and then a door right here, which is sort of back by the street. I'll have to just see where that sits and probably tile this off. And then here I'll have to build some sort of like patio or outdoor area, maybe have some of those brick-built little mini palm trees that are in this set. Like this coming off the side of it or something. It might look pretty neat. But the interior is pretty much done. Got some helmets mounted to the wall there. couple surfboards mounted to that wall, and 3 skateboards as well. And then just like a hat bin in the center. Seen those before, people just rummaging through the bins, grabbing hats or winter gloves or whatever they may be. I mean, I've been to some snowboard shops, haven't really been to many surf shops, but I'd imagine there's hat bins and surf shops as well. It's tiled off quite nicely in there as well, using 1x1 black, 1x2 red, and then also 2x2 dark red. And then there's just a little cash counter over there. And we've also got our first customer who just walked in the door there. So not a bad start for this little modular building upgrade. I've got to start thinking about the second floor now. This pretty much almost works, but it has to be modified in size. So I'm going to have to increase the size of pretty much everything here. Just blow it up so that it matches the size of this. And then also this staircase used to come up the side of the building and up to like here. I'm going to make it come up on the front of the building and sort of connect to this balcony, I hope. That staircase might have to be like pulled back maybe or something. It doesn't really matter because this is sitting on like a single 32x32. All of these share a 32x32. So it's not a big deal if the staircase does come over there. And then this is actually the end building. So I've decided that this is going to be the corner. My wife is literally calling me because it's time to put the kids to sleep. So I better go deal with that. But look at this. I got drawers just like wide open and parts hanging out absolutely everywhere. So today is actually Sunday. I went golfing earlier this morning and it was an absolute blast. And now I'm gonna hang out with the kids for a bit, and maybe Jose and I will get that done tonight. I haven't quite decided yet. Turn off my light in here, kick over some pop cups and stuff, and then make my way upstairs and say goodnight to the kids. So I actually spun the staircase this way because there's actually room on the boardwalk, so that makes more sense. I was thinking to myself, how am I going to get a handrail on the staircase without reducing the size of it and without making it too large? And I just used these little nougat 1x1 brackets that I found on the pad wall, and then I put tiles like that. Could use like those modified corner tiles to get a nice like smooth handrail, but I don't have enough of those in any color. And then I also added a window right there underneath the staircase, just because it was a pretty solid wall and I like having windows so you can just sort of see something a little bit different. And then there's a little chair right there just outside the entrance of the surf skate shop. Oh yeah, and then I added this little palm tree here as well. I could add another one right there, but I'm not sure if there's going to be enough space. It might crowd the entrance a little bit too much. Oh look, it's Toucan Sam. He's sitting on the roof of the second floor, which I finished constructing. So the stairs do a pretty good job of sort of lining up with the patio there. It's a bit narrow, but I'm happy with it. I think it's as good as it needs to be. Then we have the patio. I was thinking of adding an area rug in there, but I don't think it really needs that. And here's the other bird that came with this set. I tried to use some of the furniture builds that came with this set, and also some of the details like the little pop there, and also the pizza, and that little chair I think came with it as well. And then there's 2 shuttered windows right here that can be opened just like that there. So the walls here are the dark orange, then 1x white plate, then yellow brick, and also some of those nougat textured bricks. And I did change the orientation of the design. I kept this roof, but it's in a completely different position, and this roof here is in a completely different position as well, just because the structure is way bigger than the original. So yeah, it's just had to be a little bit different. I really liked the design concepts though from this set, like this little detail here with the 1x4 modified plates and the 1x4 tiles. Then I got 2 tall windows there, another shuttered window here, and then 2 small windows there. And of course this will go flush up against another 3-in-1 modular build once we get that created. So there we go. That's the exterior of the 2 first floors, looking pretty good. They match up quite nicely. And then of course we've got some basic interior details inside here. Some of these builds are just carried over from the original, right? Like the basic stovetop there, and sink and fridge. Also bed. It's like a bachelor pad where you share a bedroom with your kitchen, really. And then there's a table there and also a couch. And I decided to make a lot of people happy and add the most basic bathroom you'll ever see. That toilet is not very good at all. I guess I could have done a better job with that. Yeah, maybe I should have added a little back like tank to it. I could easily do that by throwing a snot brick in the wall and mounting a tile or something like that. I should probably do that, but I'm sort of tired of building washrooms. It is what it is. We've got the sink and also the TP mounted to the wall there, and then also an interior wall to sort of block that little washroom nook. And there's also a door there. I guess I could have used a solid door for my inventory as well, but the interior details like don't really get seen very often, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Like I don't really plan on opening this up to look inside here very often, but I'm pretty excited about the surf skate shop portion of it. So the next thing we've got to add is a roof. Of course, I already built the roof. So I actually just increased the size of it, and I replicated the surf sign that came with this original set, but I changed it to skate. I think that says skate, right? I think I spelled it correctly. The surf sign was really cool because it had a surfboard on it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put a super cool purple skateboard on the top of it. But it's much larger than the original design. It just uses the 2x4 and 1x4 slopes, and then also the 2x3 and 1x3s. And the signs do swivel on the top. It's sort of annoying. I might put those in a fixed position so they don't shift around. But I guess once I get this placed on the beach, which we will be doing today, they're not really going to move around. And I guess it's pretty neat how they can move. So you can sort of face them in an interesting direction, I guess. And the roof, of course, will just pop on top. And it's held in place with a couple studs. So there you have it, the skate and surf shop. You know what? I had no intention of building this today. I just sort of got passionate about it and built it. And now it's like 9:45 at night. So I should probably go watch The Witcher with the wife. But I got sort of addicted to this one. I won't lie. I got it done in like one evening. Here you go. Look at this. The beauty of Mills. I can just pick this thing up and hopefully not drop it. But let's slap it into place here. Should probably do this with two hands or not. There we go. Now I still have to figure out what I'm going to do on the back side there. Honestly, I'll probably just tile it off in light gray or dark gray because that actually lines up with the skate park. Why are you not moving? Oh, there you go. See how it lines up with the skate park there? There's some skateboarders who are just laying there because I stole their helmets and skateboards. Some sorry little dudes. I gotta fix them too. But I'll have to just tile that off and make sure that this all makes sense when all of these modular buildings are done. But here we go, surf and skate shop placed and looking pretty cool. So we've got two more that we need to create. Let's make sure this thing lines up with the existing ones. So it does line up quite nicely with this one here. It's not going to be beside that one. I think it'll be beside either the noodle shop or the toy shop. Haven't quite decided yet. But that looks pretty good, right? You know what I like about these buildings? Is they're only 16 studs wide, so there's a really good variety between all of the buildings. And specifically when I get two more done and we fill the last base plate, then it's going to look really good. So I guess I got to go buy another noodle shop. I've got to sort the parts from the toy shop and do the toy shop exactly how I did this. Just sit down one day and just get it done. And then it'll be done. And this whole section of the Lego City will be done. And I've been procrastinating about this quite literally for over a year. And it took me one evening. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. Hey, everybody, let me know what you think of my new remock, I guess we'll call it, by commenting below. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog as we created the skate surf shop. And I plan to finish this area here this coming week. So I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you so much for coming on by. Remember to have yourselves a great day and farewell.